If you want to be a starting quarterback in the NFL, would you rather be drafted by the Ravens and sit behind a 28-year-old Lamar Jackson who's in the middle of his prime, a two-time MVP winner? Or would you rather be drafted by the Cleveland Browns, sit behind Joe Flacco and Dylan Gabriel, where you have a chance of winning a job long-term and having an actual career? Which one would you rather? How dumb is it for people like Emmanuel Acho to die on this hill? If he was playing for the Ravens, if he didn't turn down the Ravens, he'd be starting for the next 3 weeks because Lamar Jackson has a hamstring injury. Bro, what don't you understand about what Shedeur Sanders is trying to do with his career? Why would this man want to be drafted by the Baltimore Ravens, where he knows the only way he can touch the field is through injury? Because they're not benching a two-time MVP quarterback for Shedeur Sanders. Lamar is one of those ones. Why not say no thank you and go to the Browns and sit behind a 40-year-old Joe Flacco and potentially beat out a Dylan Gabriel? But people like Emmanuel Acho will sit up here, get on Twitter, get on social media, and swear up and down that Shedeur Sanders made the biggest mistake of his life by turning down the Baltimore Ravens, that he was arrogant in doing it, that it's a privilege to play in the NFL, and that he should have said yes to the Baltimore Ravens. Yes to being a backup for the next 5 years? It's called gambling on yourself. It's called taking a chance on yourself, knowing your worth. Well, he can learn from Lamar, and Lamar can teach him this, and then he could possibly go to another team. Why prolong this? It's the dumbest thing I've been listening to for the past 2 weeks since the report came out. And so what if Dylan Gabriel's starting right now for the Cleveland Browns? Don't mean he's going to be starting in a month. We don't know what's going to happen. Well, he's still third on the depth chart. If Dylan Gabriel gets hurt, they're going to go right back to Joe Flacco, and then they're going to realize why they love Joe Flacco in the first place, to go to Dylan Gabriel. Shedeur is probably going to start at some point this year for the Cleveland Browns, unless Dylan Gabriel becomes the second coming of Doug Flutie or some other short-ass quarterback who surpassed expectations. People like Acho got to stop, man. Don't die on this hill, bro. Don't die on the hill just to prove a point that's wrong. Hit the like, hit the follow. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Peace.